Hey guys, how's it going? Self-Lockpicker here. In the video I have for you today, I'm going to teach you how you can rekey an American lock padlock without using a plug follower. It's a very minimal approach. You don't need too many tools, and it's something I'm really excited to share with you. On this particular American Lock 1100 series, the key sticks a little bit, and I'm really excited to put something different in. So if I just push in a little bit, I can get the lock opened up. So in order to do this, you are going to really want to have a working key. You're going to need to have your new key, a new set of pins, and possibly a pinning tray. So the first step you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your key out. Then you're going to want to get a Phillips head screwdriver, and we're going to go straight down into the lock here. So what we're trying to do is undo the screw that holds the faceplate on, because what this is going to do is it's going to detach the faceplate from the front of the lock, and then our lock cylinder will pop right out. Now if you have a pinning tray, I recommend that you utilize that to keep all of your stuff from getting lost. Now when you take a look at my pinning tray, I'm going to have a set of the new pins, and I'm also going to have the new key handy right here. So one really cool thing about this approach is we're actually not going to need to take the circlip off, which is always a really nice thing to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to rekey using the holes on the bottom of the lock here. Now, if you've ever picked a Master Lock 410 lockout tagout, you may be afraid of these holes because you've done a 180 turn and you've shot all the pins out. But we're going to actually take advantage of this. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just insert the key that we are going to change out, because what we need to do is we need to be able to turn the lock over. So this one doesn't work very well, but now we have the cylinder turned. So since we're using a key, the driver pins are going to stay held in place, but once we flip the lock over, we're going to see all the key pins. We're going to be able to just dump these out, and then we're going to have all of the key pins out of our lock. So the next thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to turn the cylinder slightly and just remove the key. So you want to be very careful when you do this, because you do not want to turn it so that it is going to shoot all the driver pins out. So you just want to be a little bit careful. Now, if you have a set of pinning tweezers, this can be very helpful. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our new key, we're going to carefully insert it, and then we're going to turn it to the 180 position so that the holes are exposed. And once again, the driver pins are being held in place by the bottom of the key. So on this key that I cut, you can see that I stamped on it 63563. So what I have done is I've gone into my repinning kit and I have taken out the appropriate pins. So we're just going to drop each appropriate pin into each chamber. So I'm going to put the 6 pin here, and it's going to sit nice and flush. Then we're going to put our 3 pin in 2, and we're just going to go through until we have all of the pins in place. So this is a really fast method. I really enjoy it because sometimes it's just really nice to not have to get involved with removing a circlip, having to use a plug follower, because that can lead to problems. Sometimes you will not have it aligned properly, you'll have pins shoot out, you'll break a spring, and I just find this to be a faster approach as well. But just remember, do not get tempted to add a 6th key pin unless you know for a fact that you are going to have a driver pin and spring below it, because you do not want to do that. So now that we have this all set, we're going to have the pin sitting all at the shear line, the key is going to be lifting it up, and then to do a quick test, you just turn it over and see how well it works. So this is working very smoothly, it's not getting hung up. And once you feel confident that you have it ready, you're just going to turn it over 180, you're going to retract your key, and now you've rekeyed your lock. So now we're just going to do the prior steps in reverse. So we're going to put our cylinder back into the lock. We're going to turn it to the right so you can see that we have the hole exposed, so we'll be able to get the screw through. One thing I always recommend you do prior to relocking is just make sure that you're going to have a lock that is going to open it, just in case you've done something wrong. You always just want to verify. We are going to now put the front nut on here. We're going to take our screw. We're going to now get our Phillips head screwdriver and we're going to secure this. So one more time, and this may be a better time to double check, is you just need to verify one more time that your key is going to turn over. You just want to be very careful because once it's locked and it's going to be very difficult for you to fix anything. But here's the final showing of our new key, 63563. It turns over very smoothly. It's not getting hung up. And this is just a really cool way you can rekey an American lock very quickly. We did this on the American Lock 1100 series. It is something you can do on locks that have the holes on the bottom of the plug and the core. I just think this is something that's really cool. It's not something you see done very often in lock sport. It is something that you'll see done in the locksmithing realm, but I just want to say that this is something I wanted to share, and I really hope it is helpful to someone out there. But either way, guys, this is all that I have for you today. This has been a really quick video on how you can rekey an American lock without having to use a plug follower or having to use the circlip remover. It is something that I find really cool, and I thank you for checking it out. But either way, guys, if you have any questions or suggestions, as always, please drop those in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more like it, please subscribe. As always, thank you so much for checking this out, and I hope you all have a great day, and I cannot wait to see you in the next video.